Trader and our crime lord gunslinger build. We are still here trapped in Komorra, which is like a fucking pocket dimension that's owned by like the evil Drukhari or like Dark Elves, space Dark Elves type shit. We recently took over what's called the Pit, so it's like this criminal underhive. We were betrayed by a human that was dressed as a fucking commissar, wasn't a real commissar, and he led us into the pits. He betrayed us, so we took over his operation, stole his gear. So you see, we have now this badass red commissar's flag vest, and we have a sick ass cap to give us some buffs. Picked up a few new weapons, and we're now down here, and we're looking to explore as much as we can. Find the rest of our crew, because the rest of our crew was also kidnapped. So we found a couple. We found our Eldar sniper, we found our Mechanicus bro. Alright, let me see. So right now I'm just exploring the different layers that we can go to before we continue on and we talk to this dude who is like a flesh artisan or whatever. So the Drukhari are big into like torture and that type of evil and kidnapping and slavery, but they're also into like experimentation, dude. Like, so they also experiment on captors and humans. What is this? Okay. So we need to talk to this dude. I don't have any fucking demo charges. Alright, I'll have to remember and come back. So you need melta charges. Melta charges are used to like retrieve the safe. Does anybody else have better athletics?
No, you are authorized.
I tire of I won't tolerate weakness.
No suffering will make
we shall
speak.
So I guess you're boss no matter what. Let's see if we can grab it.
I shall repent.
I think I failed. Yeah, I failed. Shit, it was only 25%. Damn it. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna head back up to the main area, which is the chasm. Or chasm, excuse me. And we're gonna explore around a little bit and see if we can find our crew before we end up just continuing on with the main story. This story, like I said, has been surprising. We confirmed, we saw, so the main Drukhari that was invading our homeworld, that was causing us problems, that actually kidnapped us. Something happened with internal politics where his leader, this female chick, she like turned on him, and I end up using persuasion to force him to be in the same position I am, which is he's fighting in these pits, these gladiatorial evil pits. We also saw after our first fight, which actually was pretty cool because we did like a rallying speech, a leadership speech, and there were some other human captors, and they kind of did a kamikaze run with pulled grenades and killed one of the monsters for us. But we saw that there's a Space Marine, so there's also a Space Marine captor, which I'm hoping we're going to be able to recruit him. Hopefully, if we have good stats, if we have the right build, we can persuade him to join us and use him to help us fight our way out of here. I also want to find the love interest, which is the Cabela, which is the blade dancer assassin. She's like the goth chick that wears like a skin tight leather kind of cat suit, like Catwoman outfit. Opera. Okay. All right, so we're just checking every corner, make sure there's not like intel or any items and stuff. We were captured and we lost all our equipment, so all the armor, everything you see that our characters are wearing, this is stuff that we got from killing people or from finding it.
What a shame.
The beggar's corpse is infested with countless mutations. Looking at them makes your head throb with pain.
New challenge for me.
Okay. Okay, we're going the right way. Yeah, so everything is acquired. We don't have our main loadout, so we're just kind of working with it. Working with what we can find, because we're in survival mode. Who is this guy? He's got wings and shit. Alright, so obviously we need to follow that dude. Examine the area. The ease with which a flyer took the air suggests they made use of profane xenotag. Yeah, you don't often see Dark Eldar or Drukhari. Okay, so we're still infested with some kind of foreign toxin that they gave us, and one of our things is we're looking for a cure. Speaking of which, let me check inventory to make sure I don't accidentally have it on me and just have no idea. Oh, you know what? That's another thing. So I have my Psyker, bro. He's a custom character. So Braun, this guy's an Arbite, so he's like Judge Dredd. He's a custom mercenary character I created, and so is this guy. This guy's like a melee pyromancer build, and Lore Imperium. So I wonder if I can give the Lore Imperium to somebody else. Okay, I'm gonna swap that. So any kind of psychic buff is preferred and is good. What is this? Okay. Let's see if I can give the Lore Imperium to this guy. Double slug, feminine shot, or guzzy. Okay. Oh, so I can put it. Okay, I can put it here. We'll give this guy the Imperial Scroll, which should make sense because he's like a, you know, he's a cop. He's like a. Okay, so that's where we need to go, correct? Okay.
Victory awaits.
Buddy, we can talk to. So the way this place works is like a pocket dimension, and these guys have mastered what's called the Webway. The Webway is like all these it's this system that was created thousands of years ago of like of stargates, portals that they're able to like travel through this pocket dimension but also into real space. So that's how they do their like pirating, is they open up a Webway gate and they just teleport next to you. They come out of nowhere. Rack, meet the master ordered that you be let through. When you approach, a few augmetics spring to life inside the monster's bulk. An injector hisses, filling its blood with compounds that cause its veins to bulge and its muscles to swell and twitch spasmodically. Why couldn't you just say spastic? I don't know. The writing in this game sometimes it's very over the top. You know what I mean? I would say a lot of exposition. I wish to pass. All right, so one of these guys. I think this guy, this flesh whatever dude is. I think he's an ally, and I think he's trying to. Hey, welcome in, guys. I think he's trying to. The master gave his permission. The Hulky's subtle moves over. Okay.
None shall stand in my way.
I think this guy is like a connection for us, or we can find out, or he can help us get out of here or something. Yeah, so again, this is a blind playthrough for me. This is the first time I've ever done a playthrough. I was bouncing around to other games, but this game just kind of pulled my attention back again. So I'm going to I need to come up with a schedule of how I'm going to like rotate all the different playthroughs that I have right now. I have Baldur's Gate 3 that I really like. I got to pick like an RPG I kind of want, you know what I mean? And then I've got Alpha Protocol, which is a retro kind of like tactical, like espionage RPG, and then I just picked up a new game called Warhounds, which is like an XCOM PMC like mercenary company simulator. It's like a tactical RPG, which is really cool. So all right, let's see what's up. Okay, so this is me. Holy shit. It's a little bit like evil AdMech. Alright, so one of these fuckers has to have a, you know, a cure for whatever this virus is that I have. Where the fuck is the guy? Wait, what? Oh, why did it have me turned around? That's so weird. So it's this way. Yes, it's this way.
It's about time.
The Tervantius, the Arch Machinator. Dude, look at his face on the bottom left. He looks crazy. His left side of his face is purposely peeled off and exposed and like hung there, dude. So is his chest. Yeah, it looks crazy. The creature in front of you is a patchwork of skin stuffed with darkness, corruption, and sharp objects. Staring at you with its scalpel eyes, it's grumpily remarks, "Such a disobedient specimen, you're still not dead? An anomaly." Its foul, corrupt thoughts reach out to you, groping at your face. I need help. But I see you will soon become a very obedient specimen. Convulsive spasm, hysterical reactions. Come here. The creature pokes you in the chest, its triangular fingernails easily penetrating your skin. A strange sound throbs at the edge of your awareness, similar to your own scream. Oh shit. Oh, he put me on the fucking table. Dude, did he just touch my no-nos out? You know what I mean? The Tyranids Arthur, a grotesque spider-like figure looms over you. Its limbs wave frantically, chittering and clanking as they rip something apart, then stitch it back together. And you realize its canvas is your flesh. The Xeno's gaze is indifferent, and his low voice echoes through the room. The sample has been extracted. The specimen is alive, body and mind expected to function with normal parameters, monkey. I don't think we need to examine him. What happened to me? The control worm in your nervous... Oh, that's right. They put I forgot about it. They put like a parasite worm in us, much like in Baldur's Gate 3 in the beginning. The control worm in your nervous system detected my proximity. It signaled it was dying by injecting a lethal dose of hallucinogenic euphorins into your bloodstream. A resourceful individual. That thing in my head is your pet? The Drukhari holds up the pale maggot, the same one you saw in Mazurai's hands. As you watch the tool appendages perform a swift dissection, the maggot's flesh bursts under the scalpel like claw and blossoms into a disgusting slimy flower. Ugh. The Xeno's slow manner of speaking creates an unnerving dissonance with the frantic movements of his limbs. I guess the specimen I grew this specimen specifically for you, Monkey. During your interrogation, it intoxicated your feeble senses to limit unnecessary resistance. What a curious experiment it was. I usually extract control worms for specimens posthumously, so after you die, you possess some degree of bodily fortitude. Glance at the dissected maggot. Do you eviscerate everything you lay your hands on? The evisceration is one aspect of my most respected art. His scalpel fingers scrape together with a hushed metallic shriek. You did a poor job training your pet if I was able to shake off it now. I demand recompense for all the outrageous experiments you have done on me. Your vile arts are nothing compared to the will of the Emperor. I'm gonna say nothing. The Xenos thoughtfully clicks his appendages study with dozens of needle strings. Are you Tervantius? You are absolutely correct, specimen. I am Tervantius, the arch machinator, homunculus, and the conductor of this place that staggers the imagination and soul. My anatomical opera. Homunculus are like they're like the like I said, they're like the AdMech, but they focus on cybernetic and like biological experiments. So like the dude that was guarding it when they were examining, like something was pumping into his veins, like they experiment on their own people and other people to create like new specimens or new like warriors and slaves. Examine the Xenos. There's something fundamentally wrong with the Xeno silhouette and its twitchy, abrupt movements, and it sets your mind reeling in disgust. Each of its mechanical tools appendages seem designed to be as sickening and horrifying as possible. I am Road Trader von Valancius, and I have not granted you permission to extract a single cell from my body. I offer you my gratitude for saving my life. The concept of gratitude is unclear to me, but you will work off your debt. The Abrinian urged me to pay attention to your allegedly extremely gifted self, specimen. Let us see if you make a good tool. Same as you, little moth, the Xenos points a mangled limb toward Eurolet, unless, of course, the darkness of Komora burns you as fast as the others. What does this mean, homunculus? Who knows, Ashurani? Yeah, Ashurani. Who knows? The Xenos makes a chuckling sound. What exactly did Arbinian tell you about me? The Xenos lets out a strange sound that almost resembles a scoff. The information... Where's my drink at? The information should not burden your undeveloped mind. The Avarunian told me enough to give you chance to enter my anatomical opera. That is all you need to know. You, a Drukhari, would do business with a human? How remarkably open-minded. Do business? The homunculus looks puzzled. I will do no business with you. I will use you. You survived the battle in the arena, which means you have uncommon parameters for your kind. You are a lesser organism, true. but the towering heights of my wisdom make it difficult to distinguish between your inferiority and the inferiority of most of my kin. What do you want from me? You will return to the arena of the Fatal Thirst. You will kill a few of the witches' fosterlings for me. You might even spill the blood of one of the bloodstained proselytes. The homunculus looks past you as he delivers his imperious speech. They are long overdue a small lesson in humility. They have forgotten their place, and they lack respect. They do not appreciate my work. They fail to recognize my authority. Still staring into the distance, he continues to list his grievances with maniacal thoroughness. So again, yeah, I had a reason that they were going to use this as like an assassin, essentially. Oh, and there's Adira. There's my homegirl. Dude, I've been looking for her. She's like the Caribbean chick who's unsanctioned psyker. She's really useful to have in your party because she's a diviner, meaning when you go into a situation, like if I had her in my party and you go into a situation like this, she can read people's minds, or she'll get like clues or hints about what's going to happen. The homunculus makes a snapping sound. Here comes Avis and his fosterlings, the leader of the bloodstained proselytes. Yeah, proselytes? I don't know. Has paid a visit to the anatomical opera. Take this opportunity to study them properly. They won't dare touch you here. What will I get out of this? Or will you just coerce me as you do everyone else? I do not serve enemies of humanity. I'm afraid you don't realize whom you're dealing with. I'm not a contract killer. I employ contract killers. I shall serve you if you help me make my escape. Yeah. Coercion will be more than enough. If you disobey, I will turn you into material for my creations and ensure that you feel and are aware of every manipulation performed on your flesh. But if you do what I tell you to do, I will let you live for a while longer. Cooperation will increase your odds of survival. As long as you continue to be of use, I will maintain your organic parts and perhaps even let you play with some of my less significant samples. I shall serve you if you help me make my escape. The response is acceptable. Okay. If you behave like a good specimen monkey, you may eventually receive my help in escaping Kamura. Okay. The Flesh Master is mad enough to help us escape in favor of his own unholy designs, but the price, Elantok, will be unfair and terrible. Obedience will be rewarded. Okay. Talk to the process. Take your crew gear with you. I abhor such oh, so we get all our shit back. Technological banality, but a creature as undeveloped as you may find use of it. You hear one of the joints in Cervantes' arm click. Once you are finished with this, go and look at the ones who will be your executioners when the time comes for you to die. Remember, if you try to deceive me, you will suffer a fate worse than death. I even know which fate specifically. The pale monkey, the one who could not stop prattling about your pitiful faith, was quite susceptible to my method. Did I get all my shit back? I did. So this is all our original gear. I believe so. Yep, it's all my gear. The sheer primitiveness of your technology's ghost specimen. Deliver Cervantes' message of blood to the arena witches. The homunculus gestures. I would like to speak to you about a member of my retinue who was delivered to you. Which specimen do you, you tortured my tech priest Pascal. Why? My body or Cabela, do you have? So I don't know if you can only get certain ones. Female specimen, negligible veil influence, primitive notions of death. I disapprove her views on cessation of existence by way of reanimation and uncomplicated manipulation of the mind. You may take your monkey servant, or however many of her are left in there. I intended to dispose of them all the same. Was with me when we were captured. Where is she now? The female with an exceptional strong connection to the veil, as well as a number of rare monkey mutations, most notably a third eye. I am studying the influence of complete isolation from the veil and the outside world on the specimen's abilities, sanity, and physical condition. She no longer screams inside her reservoir, but she is certainly still alive. I am not yet ready to conclude my experiment. I want Adira back in my retinue. Ah, the volunteer specimen. I equipped her with an experimental device to isolate her mind from the veil. The specimen performs menial tasks around the laboratory and serves as a willing source of essences. She is allowed to choose her own torment, but has fractured her bones with vibro waves, placing herself inside a capsule of extreme heat. She's right there. Implementing an electro scarab under her skin or shutting off the psi stifler. Not once has the specimen chosen this last option. I estimate the irreversible collapse of cardiovascular system will occur in 7 or more cycles of consciousness. A curious yet altogether predictable reaction to implanting the psi stifler. I will perform a more detailed analysis of organic damage after specimen's dissection. Those for my retinas are better than to be confined by you. Relinquish them. Tervance gives you a look. Why would I do that, specimen? With a full escort, I would be a better chance of succeeding and contributing to your plans. Yep. Press your weapon to the base of your own jaw unless you want to lose a valuable specimen. I will not stand for your keeping my companion captive. Do not try my patience, Zemos. Neo, I recognize your power over me and beg your lenience. I will find a way to free them no matter what you do or say. Yeah, with a full escort, I would be a better chances of succeeding and contributing to your plans. Then find yourself other fighters. The Chasm has enough prisoners, mercenaries, and gladiators. My specimens are not yours to waste. Fuck. We're not really in a good negotiating stance because this dude is like our own. I will find a way to free them. Yeah, because I'm not gonna push to my own jaw. It's stupid. I will not find a way keeping my cannons. I do not try my patience. Neo, I recognize your power of me. No, I will find a way to free them no matter what you do or say. Once they have exhausted their utility, I will let you take the scraps. Fucking A, dude. I was curious to see what kind of symbiosis might merge between rudimentary Monkey augments and my own unflawed creations. Much like cartilage, that's all I wanted to learn. Do not waste my time. I require your aid. Tremont aches his brow. You forget yourself, specimen. Go and serve my will, and should I ever decide to show you favor, I would do so at a time of my choosing. We made a deal. You promised you would provide help. Do not think of reneging on what we agreed upon. My success benefits you. It is reasonable for you to help me. Is there anything I can offer to being such brilliance of intense migration? I see. It appears that you are of no use to me whatsoever. My success benefits you. If it is reasonable for you to help me. Waves you off. If you are unable to make yourself useful, I would rather wait for you to die and find myself a better tool. You should be worthy of my attention, not a drain on it. We made a deal. You promised you would provide help. Do not think of reneging on what we agreed upon. A deal? He hisses. You wretch. I do not make deals with the likes of you. I command you, and if you insult me by even insinuating that you and I are equals ever again, I would deprive you of the privilege of a cohesive organic existence. Twice now you have taken advantage of my weakness. There shall not be a third time. Give me all that I demand of you, or you will live to regret it. I see. It appears that you are of no use to me whatsoever. Coma does not react to your da-da-da. Okay. Your paltry possessions do not interest you. If you had something that could intrigue a master sculptor such as I, perhaps a remarkable piece of organics, then I might grant you a few short moments of my time. It is a sacrifice you want, artisan of flesh, that I am ready to offer myself as one. Will you take my flesh? I will take more than flesh. I can extract something far more valuable from a single shred of your organics. The homunculus smiles unnervingly. This does interest me. I will not remove much of her. Her functional will not suffer. Why? This will be a step upon the path of atoning for the errors of my past, Ilantok. If my sacrifice will bring you closer to salvation, I will commit myself into the hands of this tormentor. Shit. I wonder what he's gonna take for. She did fucking kind of betray us and use us, but I don't know what he'd do. I don't want him to. Nah, we'll speak no more of this. Frowns, and you catch a strange look in her eyes, a mixture of sadness, relief, and shame. And I'm willing to pay for it. After rummaging through what you and pulls a fragment of flesh that caught his eye, he spits off a piece of it, places it in his mouth, thinks of it while and fuss. Curious, you have earned my attention, specimen. Speak quickly. Item lost. Pain converter. What is this? Oh, that's what I got from that one, that last creature we killed in the last episode. Okay. What? Oh, it's saving. Okay. Can you mend my body? With a loud click of his scissors, Romagulis, let's see what kind of interesting damage your body has taken and which parts of your miserable organs can be improved without inflicting any substantial harm on your sanity. Try not to scream. Some specimens end up tearing their vocal cords during this procedure. Then again, you will scream whether you want to or not. So, I'm trying to see if he's... Okay, so he did... Wait, what just happened? So I see that there's like a status. Features. Active abilities. Inquisitor's Command. What? That's cool. I didn't realize I had that because we did meet an Inquisitor recently. But I saw that there's like a status effect and I don't see it. Okay, whatever. Let's try to talk to the dude again. Arena Beast Claw. Dude, so, okay, so when we kill enemies and we're getting these, like, these things, yeah. I'm curious, I need equipment if I'm to kill your enemies. The servants are always dragging worthless trifles in here. I have no use for them. Find yourself a club or a sharp stick suited to your abilities. You can try something more advanced, assuming you're not afraid of accidentally killing yourself with it. Oh, dude, this is cool. So if we, while we're in this area, if we kind of farm some shit. Exoskeleton gloves. The wearer gains plus 10 strength, plus 10, dude, toughness. That goes fucking hard, dude. That goes hard for our fucking melee character. Ooh, that's also really good too. Cybermasters gains plus 10 weapon skill, which is your melee skill, and strength, plus 10%, plus 10 strength, and deals 200% more damage. That's really fucking good. That's really fucking good. These are both really good. I'm gonna go for the Cybermastiff though, because he doesn't have any programming. Yeah, I'm gonna accept that. Oh, I can get everything? Holy shit, I can get everything. Does this mean I can take everything? Wait, how am I buying it? Oh, I don't know how I'm buying it. I don't know if I'm losing profit. Oh no, we bought two things. I don't know what I just did. I don't know if I used my profit. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, first things first, we're gonna hook up our bestest boy. We're gonna hook him up, dude. The dog, okay, so the pets in this game, after this Arbite, what the fuck is going on? What? Excuse me. Didn't I just fucking get the fucking pet thing? Yeah, there we go. Hell, oh, I already had a couple. That's right. I fucking... Don't tell me I already had Smell of Fear. No. Alright, so we're gonna go with this. Boom! Alright, sorry boys. I forgot that I had like a bunch of shit. Alright, let's go to our Psyker. What are his gloves? His gloves just give us Persuasion. We're gonna give him Exoskeleton gloves. So my boy's gonna do way more melee damage.
I'm always
We're
ready.
also gonna go back to our original build. Okay, so we're gonna hook ourselves up. So this was my original like loadout, right? Okay, so Adaptive Flak Armor, which has 40. The flak grants plus 3 deflection and plus 3 armor at the beginning of the combat. Okay, so this is my favorite armor. We want deflection and evasion because we have high agility. High agility and perception allows us to literally dodge bullets, okay? This guy's got plus commerce. Fellowship bonus is cool. I don't know what Fellowship does, but it is cool. Coordinate Oracle. The Matrix grants plus awareness. What the fuck is good for my awareness? That's the thing. I mean, that looks pretty cool. It's got this retro tech on. What does awareness do? Whoa, I've got stupid high awareness. So, encompasses Sagan's ability to receive things unconsciously may not perceive. Awareness allows us to just notice traps, clearly hidden objects, secret passages, and unusual or suspicious elements in the environment. Okay, so I don't really need to buff that. Commerce. We do need to... It represents characters' business sense and their ability to make profitable bargains. May give access to new dialogue options. So we're just gonna... I mean, because it kind of matches the portrait, we're just gonna leave that on for now. I don't really see a helmet that I want. Helmet grants us immunity to enemy critical hits for 3 rounds. That's whatever. Okay, so we have our bolter. So this is our OG build. We have our bolter. This gives us bonus damage because I am a burst fighter. Gives us bonus damage against Xenos, Psychers, and Servants of Chaos. Okay, +4. So that already is pretty good. I just want to see what else we have currently for firearms, right? So I don't think I have anything better that I want to put on for a two-handed weapon. Because this is like, I love this bolter. Like, if I was in 40k, I would have a fucking bolt rifle. I'd have a bolter, and I'd have duels. I would have plasma is so good in this game, just as far as like, this is. I think I'm gonna keep the bolter. We're gonna go bolter. I do have some plasma guns I can use. But I like having the dual capability. Crescendo. When the wielder parries an attack or hits 2 or more enemies with shotgun's range attack, they gain +1 stack until the +1 attack until the start of their next turn. Does not stack. Okay. All right. So I think we're gonna stay where we are for now. Okay. So let's keep that. What does she have? So she's okay. So it gave us back reinforced incubus armor. Okay. Plus logic. Okay, he's good. I think I'm gonna keep him with the arc ability. Oh wait, what is this? Incoming damage. I like that. Okay, we'll keep that there. Unless there's something better. Okay, we're gonna... Oh, this seems like it's better. The start of the overture turn, enemies adjacent to the cervical swarm must pass a willpower resistance test with a +10 bonus to suffer, or suffer +1 stack of perplex, and the cervical swarm's deflection is increased by +1 perplex enemy in a... Okay. Well, what does perplex do? Right? Let's... Oh, fuck. Alright, we're gonna keep that for now. That is interesting. Alright, so he's got an arc rifle. What's our boy got? He's got the Mars pattern shotgun, okay? Which Mars is like, is the home of the Adepticus Mechanicus, so you get bonus. They have better technology. They have advanced technology, essentially. Alright, so we're definitely going to go shotgun focus on this guy. I do love this Archaeotech lasgun. It's just like retro. It's made of wood and like gold and shit. I think it looks really cool for my main character. Alright, so first things first. Nullifying shotgun. I know that there are shotguns that have buffs. So that's 20 and 23. I think I was using that one. Blast Wave is really good. It pushes them back. Cruel Fate. I don't know what that is. It's a sniper rifle. Okay, I think we're gonna just keep that. Keep that what it is. Instead of bolter, what is this guy's hold on, I want to find what did I give him for plasma okay, so he has plasma proficiency, so I'm gonna give him a plasma as a secondary. We don't need the bolter as much, so we're gonna give him, you know what, let me just go through here. Alright, so we don't need some plasma pistols. We're gonna do plasma gun. What does this do? 11, 15, 18, 23. We're gonna go with this one. Heavy plasma. Boom. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have him start out. Okay, with this plasma. It looks pretty cool, actually. And then we're just gonna double check armor. Hunter's Carapace. Is this better? Yeah, Hunter's Carapace is better. Plus intel bonus to weapon skill and ballistic skill. So what's my intelligence? 25. What is this? Okay. I think this is the best armor. Okay. So that's done. This guy's got on this, which is a radiant plus it against area attacks plus fellowship, negative dodge. What does this do? That's actually pretty cool. Oh shit, I didn't even know I had this. I have this Tempestus Carapace armor, dude. Holy shit. That's crazy. Against ranged attacks, I'm gonna keep the white armor on him, I think. I want heavy armor for my main character, but I don't really know how to get it. I gotta figure that out. I'll have to respec. Okay, so I think we're good. My dude doesn't have any boots on. An area attack, they instantly provoke. This is mine. They get 20% until the end of the round. Yep. So dodge is really important for my builds because again, high agility build. Okay, and then we need some health, dude. Healing kit. Okay, let's hook everybody up. You know what? Let me take Xenospot. Let's give her that. Let's give her that. We're gonna give her less, and I'm gonna give this guy large medkit, and then we're gonna give okay. This guy's got that. Okay. Want to give him modified crack grenade. That's extremely good. Okay. I think I'm gonna give this guy some stems. So this is a gas grenade. Stems will give us resolve. Now I want temporary. Oh, lose all their temporary wounds and increases their melee damage by the same amount. That's kind of cool. User gains plus 15 strength, plus 15 to will skill, and negative willpower for 2 turns. I'm taking that. I'm taking that. So he can like charge up with what he has. And same thing with like heavy maul, 14 to 8. Let me see if there's a better melee weapon that we can use. I was using like shock mauls and shit because these are really good. Nope, heavy maul's better. The heavy maul with the skull on it is the most badass thing ever. Okay. Oh, this is 15 and 20. Oh, that's cool. All right, I'm gonna give this, fuck this pistol because we don't need the pistol. I'm gonna give him a shield. It just says that anytime he hits somebody with that maul, if you have a shield, you get an instant shield bash. So we're gonna go, there we go, shields. Okay, so what's the best shield? First use of a shield attack is less, okay. Plus deflection and 12% parry. Their incoming energy, fire, and shock damage. Okay, that's cool. Plus deflection, 12% parry. I kind of like this one. Whenever it blocks an attack, the attacker must pass an agility, resist test, or become blinded. That's fucking cool. All right, we're gonna rock this. All right, so this guy's badass. Okay, we got him hooked up. What does this give us? Okay, I think we're all set.
We must act.
Let's go ahead and save. It's crazy how we did have that Commissar's armor, and the only issue with it, right, is that this other armor is just better because it gives us deflection. It gives us a stacking bonus of deflection, so basically bonus damage.
I won't.
Let's talk to Adira because she looks fucked up. Adira Talas is staring at you as if she has seen a ghost. There's a strange, eerie-looking device on her head, a tangle of myriad thin, translucent threads coiled in elaborate, sickening patterns on her temples. Many of those threads penetrate the skin of her face, neck, and clavicles. Lord Captain, you're alive. I am, and it's good to see that you're alive as well. Oh yes, I live, Adira giggles. I never felt so alive. The longer you look at Adira, the more strange details you notice about her appearance. The odd, earthy tone of her face, the fine purple veins around her parched, cracked lips, the subtle change in the color of how her lusterless eyes, an unpleasant sense of wrongfulness comes over you, as if the woman standing before you is not quite alive. Yeah, like she's been like zombified. What have they done to you? They set me free, looks at you in the eye, smiles feverishly, drunkenly, free from fear, free from the pain, free from... When they captured us, I don't remember much from back then. I remember shackles and then burned whenever I heard a whisper. I remember injections that made my body go numb. I remember them dragging me away from you. Our three-eyed doll, Cassia, they took her too, along with me. Her body was there, at least. She wasn't moving, wasn't talking, nothing. Then I wound up here as Master Travantius Mercy. First he studied me, poked me with needles, opened up my head to get a look at what was inside, but then he made the voices stop. He made them stop, Lord Lazarus. I don't hear the whispers anymore. How did he make your voices? Does that mean you can't use your powers anymore? I can't. No, and good thing too, you know. Idris looks around. I think the Xenos are terrified of human witches. Ah, why else would they keep me half delirious and out of it, or do all those things to sever our connection to the warp? They're scared, all right, but they don't know how else to fight it. You've got. I just thought about that. If I wouldn't have made those mercenary characters, the Arbite and the other Psyker that I have that I just gave a shield, I wonder I'd be stuck with only a handful of people. With this, I think Adira touches one of the tubes in her head. It hurts when he was putting it on. It still hurts, but I'm used to it now. Lord Lazarus, what matters is that the damn door to the other side is closed shut. I don't hear the whispers. That's like her main purpose, her main benefit. Don't see ghosts of the future. Don't get woken up by tormenting dreams. I'm not plagued by visions of the horrors that are waiting for me. All of it just stopped. This isn't right, Adira. Whatever he did to you, it's perverted. Perverted, ha! Like you know what it's like to be born a witch, to have your name cursed by all and sundry since childhood, to live as worthless, dangerous freak whose only use is to become someone's pet. Adira grits her teeth. I know Lady Theodora wasn't like that, and neither are you, but that's not the point. He made me normal, finally. If it means I have to serve a Xenos, so be it. All the days I've been here, I've spent in blissful silence. No one bothers me. No one torments me. No one is trying to get me from the other side and on this side, and nobody notices me at all. I don't want anything else. I just want to be left alone. Adira turns away, teetering slightly from the sharp motion. You look as if you're about to die. Whatever that thing is doing to you, you will not last long. Everything comes at a price. Have you considered the price that you are paying? Succeeded. I'm helping Master Travantius. I'm his personal assistant. Like a secretary, I do things. Just yesterday, I spent several hours looking for something in the chambers under his operating theater. So many rooms and dead ends down there. I wonder why. The day before that, I was setting up one of his machines. It hurt me once or twice, but then I got the hang of it. Adira stops. There's a glint of suspicion in her eyes. That's weird. Now that I've said it out loud, those tasks are starting to sound more like tests. You look as if you're about to die. Whatever that thing is doing to you, you won't last long. I don't look so good, do I? Adira licks her parched lips. Her tongue is swollen and pale. I can't really feel my body. I never thought I'd be in danger of dying of physical causes. I always thought it'd be from my brain melting away to nothing. Adira struggles to swallow. You think she might be trying to cry, but no tears come out. But if I decide to leave, then Master Travantius will surely want it back. He wants to remove this thing, and then the whispers will return. They'll start beckoning me again. What then, Lord Lazarus? You once promised me, Lord Lazarus, you promised we'd think of something, right? And now we know the Xenos have things like this. So that means there's hope. I believe the salvation through willpower and character, not at the hands of Jakari. The God will help you. Perhaps we can figure out thing works, but we need to remove it first. Yeah. Let's think about... Perhaps we can figure out how that thing works, but we will need to remove it first. Eyes light up. You're right. Once we're home, it'll be a cinch to find some Xenotech ways to make sense of it. Alright, that's enough of running my mouth this time. She grabs a device on her head with both hands and begins to pull. The color instantly drains from her face. Her eyes bulge and she bites her lip so hard it starts to bleed. With a sharp sound, tubes slip out from under her skin, spraying blood mixed with some foul-smelling ichor colored slime and the ochre, or I don't know what that is, and the device detaches from Adira's head. She lets out a piercing cry, her head jerking back from the pain, and the delicate device clinks as it shatters into tiny fragments. Well, this is awkward. Adira forces a laugh as she looks at the shards on the floor. It looks like the Xenos are right to call us clumsy animals. Oh well, since it's decided, she shoots you a look of vicious glee. Might as well go out with a bang. Lead on. Oh! We got her, dude. We picked
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Fuck yeah!
Listen to me, Rust Bucket.
Fuck yeah! Okay, cool. All the damage of the characters increased by 3% to the end of combat for every new enemy damage was okay. That's cool. Okay, death. What does death dealer do? Yep, I'm gonna do that. Fatebringer. Allies in an effect of the last cycle run gaining this 3rd current. At the fate at the beginning of every count, the Psyker's allies gain plus meaning the critical hit removes this effect. Flawless plan. Every 9 successful dodge or parry by the Psyker and their allies combined grants the Psyker plus additional AP. Oh, unnatural luck. When the Psyker uses divination psychic power on an ally without an unnatural luck effect, that ally gains unnatural luck. Unnatural luck. When the ally suffers a critical hit, it becomes a normal hit instead of... Okay, that's kind of cool. Aftershock. Every time the Psyker deals mental damage from source any other than Aftershock, the target suffers half as much mental damage at the end of the turn. Enemies that have taken damage from the Psyker at least suffer and draw resistance. That's kind of cool. Oh, enemies that have taken damage from the Psyker at least once suffer a negative 20 penalty to all resistance tests against the Psyker to the end of combat. That's kind of cool. Warp Minds. Ooh, after every 6th use of a psychic power, weak hearts, enemies suffering from blind, stun, immobilize, or prone. Ballistic, if the operator takes combat insight. Inflict despair. When the operator hits an enemy that is affected by an exploit and exposed weakness, the enemy loses negative move point and their damage is reduced by 10%. Oh, that's kind of cool. Advice and guidance. The first time in combat that an ally becomes the target of the Psyker of the Psyker's psychic power, this ally gains plus 10 weapon and ballistic stunts in first time. An ally becomes the target of the Psyker's psychic power. Oh, so I can just buff. That's kind of cool. I could just instantly. So if I do a buff, this ally gains plus 10% weapon skill and ballistic skill. So that's cool. Instant buff. I mean, I'll take that. All enemies adjacent to the Psyker suffer. Ooh, when the Psyker uses a psychic power, all enemies adjacent to the Psyker suffer 16 direct damage. The same also happens when the Psyker suffers damage from burning, bleed, or melee attacks. Ooh, that's kind of cool too, though, dude. Fuck. That's kind of cool because I want her to do. What was that? Burning blood. So this one's gonna give us. First time combat, the ally becomes target of a Psyker's spinner. That's gonna buff. I'm gonna do burning blood, and then if we can, I'll do. We're gonna give her a lower warp. Fatebringer. Okay, and then we're gonna go back and get that other one. Where was it? Shit, where was it? Where was it? What was it? I forgot the fucking. Oh, here it is. Advice and guidance. The first time an enemy becomes combat that an ally becomes the target of a Psyker's psychic power, this ally gains plus N weapon skill. Yeah, we're gonna grab that. Yep. So now, anytime she does damage, automatically does psychic damage to the people around her, and then also whenever we use a buff on her, anytime we use a buff on an ally, they're gonna get bonus to their weapon damage, basically. I think she's pretty set when it comes to gear. What is her? Okay, so she's using fire staff. I think I have a lightning staff that I can use, so she doesn't need that fucking what do you call it, sniper rifle. So lightning, the thing with the lightning staffs, right? So we're gonna keep the fired one, but lightning staffs, I think we can arc. Yeah, we want this charge staff, even though it's not the best. What is this? Firemancer. I think these are the only staffs. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this as a secondary staff. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with this because I think we can chain, or we can have damage kind of jump around. What does this do? Sanctified staff is actually really good too, I think. I know fire just works good, right? All right, we're gonna try these.
Did I mention?
I tire of idleness. Let's move.
Quick save. And then also she has her like bird, and her bird can like chain
I'm always
psychic
Did you want
abilities.
something?
Oh no way. Okay, there we go. Okay, whenever the Side Raven relays one of the Ushers non-attacking psychic powers, it gains plus willpower and agility for 1 round. If the Side Raven's willpower is 80 or more, in Immaterium Shroud, the Side Raven gains plus willpower. Enemies affected by relayed psychic power must pass a resist or become slowed. If the enemy is already slowed, it must pass agility resistance or become immobilized. That's actually really good. Maximum wounds. We're gonna grab that. So
We've
he's
got
gonna
a
get.
job to
We
do.
shall
He's gonna get
prevail.
fucked. He's gonna get temporary wounds. All right, is this the? Okay, Mazurai and then Ulfar. Ooh, Ulfar. I think that's the fucking
A
Space
new
Marine.
challenge for me?
Yep. Yeah, Space Marine, dude. Space Wolf, dude.
Oh, to see them cut down.
Singing under his breath, the man of the North reports it and is intently stripping raw meat from a bone with his teeth. His unwashed red hair is followed in his face. His beard is matted and blood spattered. One of the Emperor's angels, a mighty space is being held captive by Hunglus. Convincing him to join the squad would be wise. A less knowledgeable person might not recognize this giant. Humanoid, but you are well aware that this is a Space Marine, an angel of the Emperor. His body is covered in primitive scar tattoo, meaning nothing. Oh, how did I get Lore Imperium wrong? Go to pray pause your filthy repast, for I am Roche, Lord. Kneel before him, hail angel of the Emperor, glory to the Emperor, pray, pause your filthy repast.
Hey, I will not.
The giant continues his
My
turn.
cage, my rules. What do you want?
Study the man. The huge body with straggly, overgrown red hair perfectly suits the deep, chilling voice of the man or the beast in disguise of a man. Tribal scar-like tattoos cover his chest, arms, and back, and you glimpse intricate braids in his mass of unwashed hair. His body bears so many pale scars that you cannot count them, as muscles bulge beneath his skin like boulders. He looks like a statue covered in stone. Listen. It is unclear the captive has sapped this prisoner of none of his physical power. You assess and it's confirmed you spot the remains of Jakari in the pile of carrion at his feet, likely one of the homunculus servants. The Jakari's flesh appears to be making a fine snack. Listen closely to the song the prisoner is singing. You do not know the language. The sound seems crude and mingled, but not entirely lacking the harsh dignity of a form of Gothic, while also sounding similar to the rumble of a landslide, sharp and choppy guttural phrases tumbling forth in a harsh rhythm. Fellowship. You close your eyes and into the flow of the song. You like sipping into a fast-flowing mountain. Words rise upon naturally into your mind. They are not the same as one sung by the prisoner, but you sense their aptness. Verse flows from your lips, full of surprising poetic metaphors and bloody detail of the nameless hero fighting monsters under the light of unfamiliar stars.
You are one who has supped the mjord of the Skjalds, I see. In the long haul, some of my brothers would be eager to tell you
Space
of their
Viking,
exploits,
dude.
so that you would sing a saga of their deeds.
Who are you?
I am a wolf.
How did you come to be here?
My pack answered the Inquisition's call and came to the Coronis Expanse. There was a battle, and then
Is he naked? No, he's got like pants on.
the young wolves yearning
This is
to
badass.
be meat for their brotherlings.
Space wolves are badass.
To a feast of bolters they went out roving. Though they were but few, one long fang with them went loping. Not to see them cut down by scythes and clean. The pups he sent scattering, and there stood alone the paths guarding. For a foe he long spied, one worthy among unworthy. The song of swords singing, they clashed with clamor and skill, until stood the old wolf upon the bones. Then, by the birds of battle, was he brought down. Was that clear enough? This saga sounds less interesting in prose.
I wish you know more about your brothers.
That butcher sent you to spy for him, did he? Or do they know nothing of the Emperor's Angels, the Space Wolves of Fenris, or the great Lehman Russ in your corner of the galaxy?
Why does the homunculus keep you in a cage?
For his own safety. When I am not busy killing inhuman spawn in the arena, the Xenos fear my will.
I've never imagined I would see the general alliance between presidents be concerned with subjugation. We suffer the same fate. I was also captured by the Xenos and they have forced me to kill for their entertainment.
But I sit in a cage while you roam freely around their city. They do not fear you. Maybe there is a reason for that.
Point at the piece of meat.
Maybe our fates are not the same at all.
Point at the piece of meat in his hand. Don't they feed you?
A predator does not eat only when it is hungry. There are many reasons to eat.
There must have been a reason for this bloody repast. For a moment, the vicious grin loses some of its sincerity, and the bloodthirsty prisoner casts an intense, scrutinized look at your face as if trying to read your thoughts. You must be planning to escape, yes?
Why do you want to know?
A warrior such as you could prove useful to me.
To get what you want, you will have to convince two very headstrong individuals. Me and my captor. That claw-handed Xenos.
Okay. Let's go see if we can talk to this dude and get this space wolf, dude. Mark of this minion. Allow me to take the space marine you keep in the cage. No, the homunculus snaps curtly and he returns to his work, noticing that you are still waiting for something. He hisses irritably, still not taking his eyes off the experiment. If you wish to continue wasting my time with your pathetic pleading and whining specimen, then you know the price. Pay up. Hold out the bag of samples. Of course, master. Reaver's tendons. Dude, yeah, dude, so just us exploring and finding this stuff. Cervantes extracts pieces of flesh and examines fastidiously, palpating and tearing off fragments, then places it in some sort of container. It will do. Obedient specimen, so be it. You have earned a few months of my attention. The answer is still no. This particular monkey specimen has phenomenal parameters. I previously studied 2 other specimens of the same breed, but have yet to untangle their genetic secrets. He also performs well enough in the air. I will not part with the last specimen. His retribution. With him, I would definitely succeed. It would further both our interests. Surely it is dangerous to keep such a prisoner in your abode if he escapes and comes to your head. The loss of some monkey could never impede the work of a mind and great. Sure, it's a poor soul. Surely nothing awaits him in captivity. I would definitely succeed. It would further both our interests. If you are so helpless, then what use are you letting you live? The loss of the monkey could never impede the work of a mind as great as yours. Perhaps a genetic subtype of all 3 specimens are defective, and this is the cause of my limited success. In that case, the loss of specimen would not be sufficient. I recommend pain as a means of pacification. You can take his armor. I found it entirely unintriguing. Holy shit! I must take my leave. With a wary side, the homunculus turns away, his knife-like fingers making an unnerving scraping sound.
It's about time.
Wait, did I get his equipment? I need your help. The prisoner looks at you expression without stopping his chewing, but expressions shift subtly as if his affected crudeness of mind and manner has been replaced by focus and cunning. You, warrior, have the honor of standing shoulder to shoulder with a true hero. The Imperium. Recite the warrior's litany. Even a heretic or a non-human can whet a profane blade in the blood of enemies, but a true warrior of humanity does not fight for gratification and trophies. He fights to carry out his will. We both are servants of the Emperor. We ought to help each other in this perilous place. We are both servants of the Emperor. We ought to help each other in this perilous place.
Do you serve the Emperor? Or are you a puppet with the hand of that Xenos butcher up your arse? How am I to know whose words you speak? Yours or his? How am I to know what You speak well. I have heard these bookish words many times before, but this is the first time I have heard them spoken with such resolve. I see that you believe in them, that you live by them. I respect that. I will help you. Let no one say that I forgot my duty to the Allfather.
This is badass.
It seems Tervantius is not as clever as he likes to appear if he's letting me out of the cage. The joke is on him. Good steel I have already. But if we are going hunting, I will need my wolf skin.
Come on, his armor.
What did you say your name was?
So badass. Ulfar is a space marine, is a space wolf, a mighty space marine. His proportions instill respect in his allies and fear in his foes, but Ulfar takes up 4 cells instead of 1. Certain mechanics may work differently for him. Ulfar does not use cover or conventional human armor or weapons. Ulfar's unique ability allows him once per combat instead of losing consciousness due to having his wounds reduced to 0 to become incapacitated for 2 rounds. That's actually a lore thing where like they have multiple hearts, and if they're ever really damaged, their body will shut down and put them in like a safe medically induced coma. It's crazy shit. Like they were crazily genetically modified, genetically engineered, and bioengineered with like alternate organs and shit like that. They are literally not humans. You know, they're like they're another race. They're superhumans. While in this state, Ulfar cannot be targeted by attacks or suffer damage, and he also counts as full cover for his allies. Once 2 rounds have passed, Ulfar can act again and regain 50% of his maximum wounds. Furthermore, Ulfar is an Arch Militant. Arch Militant's keystone ability allows him to gain a stack of versatility each time they make an attack whose type is different from the previous one. So if you use like your pistol, then your sword, you're getting bonuses. For the purpose of this ability, attack types are single shot melee attack, or burst area melee attacks, are range attacks, and range burst attacks. For each stack of this effect on the Arch Militant, their weapon skill ballistic skills are increased by 5. So each time you use you keep switching and use different types, you keep getting a +5, and it's showing in the bottom right. If the Arch Militant accumulates 4 or more stacks of this effect, their attacks start dealing an additional 3 times Militant's willpower saving bonus plus your ballistic damage, which is greater. Okay. Who do we not need? Okay. I don't think we need Braun and his dog, if I'm being honest, because he's just a shooter. I don't think we need him. I need Ulfar. I need him. Okay. So Pascal is good because we need him to open up crates. Irulet is good because she can mark targets for me. Yeah. I think this is what we go with. Dude's got his armor. Okay, so let's look at his gear first of our space marine, our space wolf. Let's go. Oops, wrong page. Dude is massive. Okay, so looks like he has a bolt pistol and he has like combat knife. Now I want to see if there's anything better. Oh, he can only use like Astartes weapons, right? He's got a chainsword. Astartes chainsword does a lot more fucking damage. If an attack with this weapon kills the target, the wielder starts on the AP and can make an additional attack with the knife. That's kind of cool. Chainsword grants plus critical chance deals 25% critical damage. I kind of want to give him the chainsword. Heavy flamer which would be useful. Heavy Melta, which is fucking, or Multi Melta, which is extremely fucking good against like armored enemies. So we're gonna give him that probably as a secondary. We have the Stolen Autocannon. I don't know where I got that from. And Righteous Anger, which is some kind of auto gun. All right, so it doesn't look like he can use any. Oh, he can use a bolter rifle. That's a heretical bolter. It's like I don't have any better. Oh no, because he has a different type of bolt pistol. His is like larger than ours, right? Yeah, Astartes bolt pistol. Okay, so I think we're gonna go. I mean, it does better armor penetration, better damage. We're gonna give him a chainsword. Oh, and he does have an Astartes bolter. Dude, it's 25 and 35. That's actually really good. But I want to give him the Multi Melta just because Melta guns are actually really fucking good against armored enemies. Yeah, way better armor pen. So that's going to be his backup weapon. And then let's see what else we can give him. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, dude, their aesthetic is really cool. Bonus awareness would be cool. Using reload for any weapon costs negative AP. I think we'll give him that. Bayonet knife. When the wielder attacks with any ranged weapon at one cell range, that also inflicts bleeding. Fuck yeah, we're gonna do that. What does this do? Recoil is decreased. That's cool. All right, so we're gonna give him something else. Every time when more than 2 targets are damaged by the wielder's area attack, the wielder gains momentum. I think I'm gonna do that. Whenever the wearer and allies in a 2-star radius gain momentum, they also gain an equal amount of temporary wounds. I like that. Okay, we're gonna do that. Doesn't have any things. We're gonna give him a healing kit, and we're gonna give him grenades. And a frag grenade. Okay, cool. Now let's level him up. I don't think I have any different armor, do I? Yeah, just wolf skin. It's badass. An armor covered in magical runes and sanctified by an iron priest. It belongs to Brother Ulfar, an honorable warrior of the Wolf Guard. Okay. Oh, and he has different boots too, which is cool. He also has a wolf pelt cloak, which is really cool. Okay, let's see if we can level this guy up. I don't even know. So he's an arch militant. Yeah, arch militant begins combat with 2 stacks of versatility. Remember, versatility gives us +5 to our attack per stack. So automatically 2 stack. I don't know if we want to go ballistic skill or weapon skill for this guy. Do we have him focus more on ballistic shooting or melee? That's the thing. That's the thing. I'm gonna go ballistic for now. Wildfire. Archer next attack is 0 and I no question attack limiter. Cautious approach. Effective. Confident approach. Archer gains confident approach effect until the end of combat. Until this ability is used again, instead of the bonus of versatility. Okay. Oh, so this changes like what you get. Reckless. Devastating attack. Archer next attack, if it hits, will cause the target to make a toughness resistant saves with a penalty of -4. If failed, the target will suffer a negative effect based on the attack's damage. Impact knocks in the prone. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. That's cool. Okay, so this is where for axes, hammers, and las weapons. Okay. I think bolt weapon expert would be good, or chain weapon expert. Although I know, so I think we're gonna do bolt weapon expert for sure. That just makes sense. We're gonna go athletics because he's gonna be our buff dude. When entering combat, the Archwinds gains +14 weapon skill and ballistic until the end of combat. Fuck yeah, dude! +14 on weapon and ballistic skill just for entering combat, like just for entering the chat. We're gonna do a weapon skill. So I'm just kind of doing this based on like previous knowledge. Plus 10% to dodge is actually really good. Grants +2 movement points. I think we want to go movement. I do want to add on like other shit. I just don't know. Like heavy weapon. Reduces the required strength bar for heavy weapons. Chain weapon would be good as well. But I like giving him more movement. Dependable. When the Archmilitant attacks a target that have their armor reduced by an effect applied by Archmilitant allies, the Archmilitant deals plus 10% damage. Preferred targets. When Archmilitant attacks targets that have their dodge reduced by any effect, ally uses heroic act disremember. The Archmilitant gain +1 and plus 10% damage on all attacks to the end. Whoa! Whenever the Archmilitant or their allies use a heroic act or desperate measure, the Archmilitant gains +1 and plus 10% damage on all attacks until the end of combat. That's awesome. That's just flat buffs all around. All right, we're gonna go athletics again. Let's go plus on strength. For the first time in combat, Archer receives 0 wounds with under superior sacrifice. What? Well, under the effect. Until the end of combat, every attack grants a stacking 2% bonus to critical hit chance. That's actually pretty good. To the end of combat, the Archmilitant attacks do not spend all MP. Additionally, each attack grants plus stacking 5% bonus to dodge for 1 round. The Archmilitant can use both a heroic act and Archmilitant R-type act in a single combat. No idea. Until the end of combat, the Archmilitant's attacks do not spend all MP. Fuck it. I don't... Heroic act of the Archmilitant R-type and the heroic act of Warrior Soldier R-type in a single combat. I'm gonna go with that. I don't know. Go athletics again. Archmilitant gains +5 versatility to crit damage bonus. Okay. Arms Master. Killing an enemy with a melee attack makes all the Archmilitant's range attacks this turn cost negative AP, and vice versa. Does not. That's kind of cool. So if you keep the versatility thing, you might get bonus attacks with like your pistol or whatever. Can use two-handed ranged weapons with melee range, but a negative penalty. Okay. Discipline. Dismantle, focal point, heavy gunner. That's kind of cool. Again, like I'm just kind of going, you know, we're kind of picking what we think is best. Oh, I have to pick something. Okay. I kind of want to do chain proficiency, but I know I'm gonna get a power weapon or something better. Oh, Arms Master. Okay. Wait, toughness. What does toughness give? We're gonna go toughness. I wonder if I should do weapon skill. It affects the damage character and inflicts with melee weapons and allows them to lift heavy objects for each of them from strength that deals 5% more damage with one-handed melee weapons, 10% from two-handed. I think it's how easy it can resist poison and increase the chance of resisting negative physical effects and the amount of character's wounds for each. Okay, we're gonna do toughness. Wounded Beast. Every injury increases the death roller's character's agility and willpower for +5. That's kind of cool. Characteristic and toughness. Characteristic +5 to strength. Yeah, we're gonna do with that. We're just gonna buff on the strength. Reckless Rush immediately grants +7 MP. The Archmilitant has stacks of versatility. They gain +3 more stacks of versatility, which lasts until the end of turn. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna go with Reckless Rush. Exploit weakness. Archmilitant attacks targets that have their armor reduced. Preferred targets. But that's the thing. Like I'm not gonna be able to know Blood Haze. As long as the Archmilitant has killed at least one enemy with a melee attack this round, the Archmilitant gains plus 14% bonus dodge. That's kind of cool. Contempt for the weak. Any ranged area and ranged burst attacks of the Archmilitant reduce the weapon skill of all enemies hit by -10 to the end of combat. That's fucking good. So do we do weapon skill? Strength again? Probably weapon skill, yeah. Athletics or carouse. Awareness. Demo. Medicae. I don't think he needs Medicae training. So we have a lot of levels to go through. Dismantle. Any of the Archmilitant's area attacks, both melee and range, reduce the deflection of all enemies hit by 2 and their armor by 7%. That's good. Like, reduce the dodge of all enemies hit. So this reduces deflection and their armor. That's kind of cool. So what do I get if I go heavy weapon proficiency? What do I get if I do chain weapon expert? More damage? Alright, we'll take that. Do I want more weapon skill? Yeah, we'll do weapon skill. Strength. And then training ballista skill, +5 ballista skill, yeah. First time that Archmilitant reaches 0 wounds until the end of the shot. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Alright. Now we're gonna have to do our exemplar levels. All damage dealt by this character is increased by 3% until the end of combat for every new enemy damaged by them in this combat. I think that's just good. It's like, how do you not take that? Because if you damage 3 enemies, you have plus 9% damage, so almost 10% damage for the end of combat. So if you have multiple people, Crushing Assault. The character's first melee attack each round deals an additional 2 damage for every cell between the character's current position and the spot where they started. That's kind of cool because that's actually like you're rushing the dude. I'm gonna do that. Fire it up. Soldier. Whenever the soldier deals damage, their critical damage is increased by 1% till the end of combat. That's actually cool. Muzzle velocity. The first hit of each range burst attack deals additional damage equal to the weapon's current rate of fire. That's kind of cool. In the current combat. Whoa! After the soldier deals 3 damage to 3 different enemies, the soldier gains plus 26 more damage for the next attack in their current. That's kind of cool, actually. So basically, just if I'm bursting and then I melee somebody, I want to get that bonus damage. After first hit of each range attack deals additional damage. Okay, we're gonna do that. Lore Imperium. I need a Lore Imperium because I'm lacking there. Lifetime of Scars. Death will suffer -8 less damage from fire, toxic damage, or bleed effects. That's kind of cool. All Out. While those are unaffected Reckless Rush, their attacks do not cost MP. Fuck yeah. So if I rush a dude with melee, I can just keep attacking.
We must
state your
I
intent.
tire of idleness.
Alright, let me go
Let's
ahead and
move.
save. That's badass, dude. So we have a fucking Space Marine now, dude. we have a badass Space Viking to be our heavy now. So that's
None
cool.
shall stand in my way.
That's done. What is this? The American Air. Okay, so now we have to go talk to these guys that he opened this like bridge for to go over here. Weird ass. What is this? The floor of the cage is littered with corpses, their arms sticking out between the bars, and the pale faces pressed against the cold metal. Above them stands Cabela, that's my bitch, frozen between two female figures. She listens to the sinister whispers of her arms hanging limply. You are nothing but a weapon designed to spill blood. You have no will of your own unless you cannot resist him, admit it. He has sullied you, shattered you. You are an unholy imitation. You should have accepted this by now. Examine the figure standing next to Cabela. Both figures have her face, and yet there is no mistaking one for the other. One of them is twisted into a still masked grimace of loathing. It raps as if ripping its own throat apart. You were created to serve as a tool. You do not have the capacity to oppose the hand that commands you. That is why, sooner or later, you will succumb. Derisive. The other wears a smile. Smile, both mocking and pained at once. Like the first figure, it seems unable to rid itself of expression. You are ruined. This is why you undying one refuses to take you away. Now you are prey for the wicked plaything. Awareness succeeded. After getting a better look at the doppelgangers, you notice faint scars on their skin left by the scalpel that has transformed their appearance. Subtle as their sculptor's handiwork may be, it does not stand up to scrutiny. You are fabrications. Who were you before the homunculus changed you? Why do you play along with this deception? We are her. We are shards of a soul that is crushed and cursed. Do you not recognize your servant in her? Form, Daman? The wicked spawn never stops grinning brazenly. Aggressive. The doppelganger grimace angrily nods at Cabela with contempt. Do you think she is cleaner than us, Daman? She is broken. Nothing can shake the Cabela you knew before she was warped imitation of who she was, repulsive, tainted. Examine the cage. Each corpse has one or two brutally indisputable lethal wounds, a pierced heart, a slashed throat, a black void instead of eye socket, each both living. Okay, what happened here? Stay away, Daman. I have been corrupted. The blasphemer said you were dead. This worthless blade had failed you, and all could do was to break itself against the bones of its enemies to wash away the shame. I fought them, I forced them to take my life, but the dark flesh carver, he committed an atrocity. He has spurned death itself. Whenever I received a mortal wound, he would wrest my fading soul from his hands. He mended my wounds, made my heart beat once more, kindled my consciousness a moment before it could be extinguished forever, and it did it again and again and again. And every time I found myself upon death's threshold, he claimed a part of my soul to create this. Cabela gestures her copies, unhallowed replicas. My soul is mutilated, and I am mockery of what I once was, and I can't fight, not anymore. Xeno says, it's possible to see the Xeno city. Cabela, I'm taking you away from here. Aggressive Cabela, before Cabela saying anything appears, you will not endanger the Daman. You have been in homunculus' hands for too long. You do not know how much control he has gained over you. What if you turn out to be his instrument and not that of the Daman in a critical moment? What if this is a trap, a poison gift? The true Cabela lies among these corpses. You are not her vestige, her infinitesimal trace defiled by the Xenos. You are unclean, and now you would stain the Daman with your abominable essence. They are right. I cannot go with you. It could be the homunculus trap. We can say perhaps I am not even the true Cabela, merely a shard of her. Abandon me here. Save yourself. You will gain Shattered World. What is Shattered World? All characters except weapon skill. All characteristics except weapon skill are reduced by -10. The shock of could suffer from strong prison. Okay, I don't want that. I don't want that. What is it? Raise your voice. Coercion succeeded. Fear flickers in their eyes for but a moment, but Cabela still notices. She narrows her eyes and wishes then it was all a lie. You clouded my mind with poison words. Cabela grits her teeth and says with powerless anger, I will trust you, Daman. I am your weapon. I am a blade unbroken. Even that butcher could not break me, and that means the rage subsides, leaving naught but cold resolve in her voice. He cannot corrupt me. I am I, the second spinner of the blood-spun web, Cabela. The two prisoners raise their weapons, but they do not possess even a tenth of the speed of the true death cultist. Stares at you as she does not recognize you, a trickle of blood running down her face. Can you feel it, Daman, Lord Lazarus? The shards have become whole. The torturous ringing is gone, only silence remains. As for the wounds that this place has left, no matter, I am your blade once again, yearning for your command. Fuck yeah. Okay, I don't think I need the sniper. I think I'm gonna take her. Or maybe I don't need Adira. Or Malachi. Adira is good. Adira is useful. We're gonna use Adira. The sniper is good because she has good dialogue for this area. I don't know if I need Pascal, but I need him to open shit. Okay. I don't think I need Malachi, probably. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep these guys because I want the conversation. So I'm gonna leave my custom guys back at the place. Reunion. A shadow darkens her face. If you can find a moment to spare, I would ask that you speak with me somewhere more private. There is much weighing on my soul, Daman Lord Lazarus. Kibel has lived through the most impossible torment of her life. Amok, she has asked Captain to speak with her.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Let's go ahead and level her up.
Torments you.
So she getting her exemplar stuff. Yeah, that's gonna work really well with her because she just jumps around and does meth. Whenever the blade dancer parries a melee attack while under the effect of Veil of Blades, they deal 50% of their normal damage to the attacker. Additionally, while under Veil of Blades, blade dancer's chance to deflect a ranged attack to an enemy is increased by 20%. That's kind of good. And plus that's kind of good also. Anytime she's healed, okay, there's a lot of good stuff. So what did I give her? Medicae? Okay, we're gonna Medicae. Be smart. Contagious luck. When a non-damaging ability on an ally grants that ability to reroll any from the done. Crimson Tide. A creature with blood blessed or blood stain effect gains plus done. The Cult Assassin allies deal more damage to enemies if the ally and their target sign on blood. Cup of Seals, Dance of Thorns, parries or dodges and attack all enemies in a blood-stained effect. Open Veins, a creature with blood blessed or blood-stained effect gain plus 1 second. Okay. Ambush, all enemies do not have the assassin in line of sight suffer the unexpected effect of until the end of turn. Oh, at the start of assassin's turn, all enemies that do not have the assassin in their line of sight. The hemorrhage effect applied by Death Whisper deals an additional 10. For every 10 damage dealt by the assassin's attack, the attack also deals 1 direct damage to the same target. I guess we'll do that.
I am your
We shall.
The web serves.
Yeah, this is like the shows a romance for this playthrough too. I thought she was badass. Like basically a goth chick ninja, you know what I mean? Thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so what is this blade? Ebonite. Okay, I think that's the best sword that we have for her. I need to give her the ability to use like Drukhari stuff because there's some badass Drukhari stuff that she can use. This adds bleeding but does less damage. Ooh, this does plus 10 damage. So this target hits suffer a number of static charges equal to damage when the creature is shock damage. That's kind of cool. I want to try this. I'm gonna try this You know what? I'm gonna bring both actually. I'm gonna have both swords, so she'll have 2 swords on her back. Where's the Ebonite? Yeah, Ebonite sword. Alright, so we're gonna have both of those. So she's got 2 swords. So we'll start out with the bleed one, and then she'll have something else that she can use. Oh wow, Cloak of Shadows. Whenever the wearer deals damage with an attack opportunity, gain Shroud effect. Shroud, as long as the wearer has Shroud effect, they become the target of an attack. They automatically dodge. Okay, Sword Dancer. Each time the wearer dodges a melee attack, they gain plus 20% crit chance at the end of turn. Mantle of Heroism. Oh, I kind of need that for my guy. Oh no, I have like I have this, which gives me bleed. Yeah.
What torments you?
We must act.
Yeah, I like this part. So Adira's gonna be our psyker, and she can read stuff that's happening. Irilette is part of the story. Cabela's amazing multiple attacks. Ulfar is our And then Pascal
They
will
say a
be
little
our
bit of
officer
humility
and he'll
never
help
hurts
us.
anyone. I help others better themselves by wholeheartedly humiliating them at every step.
Ooh,
I'll lay claim to the stars.
okay. Now he wants me to go talk to these dudes. How do I talk to them? Oh, just by doing that? Okay. The tall Jakari, whose body is riddled with painful-looking puncture wounds and dotted with metal rings and clamps, lets out a chuckle as you approach him again, speaking in his own language. Your eradicator hisses in translation of the words, look, Carrion, is this the monkey that cost you your place at the Archon's side? Mazurai's eyes flare with turquoise fire at the sight of you. An immediately uncontrollable urge to kill, the Jakari seizes the blade hanging from his belt and freezes as the shout of the metal-studded Xenos. Careful with the meat for the arena, Mazurai. Since Thora is short on toys for her fighters, you will be punished again. She seems to enjoy pitting you against Chimerae? I don't know. Maybe this time she won't deem it necessary to give you back your skin after you slay them all. The motionless Mazurai turns his head toward his kin, and you notice a thin red stripe on his neck below his ear. Like a fresh stitch, shaking with barely contained rays, a former Draken stares at you with dark eyes. So you and your rabble are the champions of the local arena. Abris frowns at the so Mazurai was skinned and made to fight like this? Well, that is balm to my heart, and also a delight to my eyes, where something was still stirring a while ago. Snap Eretica shut and address Mazurai. Your kin do not seem overly fond of you. Mazurai casts a contemptuous glance at the witches and, without hesitation, switches to Low Gothic. This witch cult scum is not my kin. Half-borns, like Abis, belong here in the filth of the chasm. He cuts himself off, his gloves squeaking in protest as he clenches his fist. I saw what happened at the trial. You were tricked. Jakari narrows his eyes. Cervantes' creation must have been a low-grade imitation if the mirage did not completely overwhelm you. Even if what you say is true, what is it to you? You are trapped, I am trapped. We can help each other. You help me? The Jakari snorts disdainfully. Why would that quarry help the hunter? If you expect me to believe that, let's make a deal. You help me take out my enemies, and I shall help you take out yours. For my protectorate, that the only fitting punishment is to drag you out of the Komora Lodge so that you may pay your debt to me. I believe in mercy even for likes of you. Oh, so you like being in this dump at the back of beck and call of rabble? Aren't you afraid they won't give you back your skin the next time? Bearer of the warrant of trade in the river, and it's honor swearing. But I think it's let's make a deal. You help me take out my enemies, and I shall help you take out yours. Mr. Shin lets out a hiss, most pensive, angry. Abyss makes an impertinent gesture. I am tired of listening to you and your old friends whispering in that primitive babble. Enough, we must go. Mazurai grudgingly obeys an order, but as he walks away, he cannot resist tossing another unreadable look in your direction. I could have insulted him and told him, but he knows his position. I'm more or less being like, look, dude, even he attacked our fucking castle. He attacked our homeworld. Like, let us discuss what you expect of me. Ask, what is your quarrel with the witches? Lately they have shown arrogance and disrespect to me. They want me to rise in the eyes of Archon and belittle me. They rank their tasteless flesh dances above my art. They come to my abode to gawk at my treasured secrets. It is time the chasm was reminded that witches too can bleed. I saw Mazurai. What was he doing there? Eric gives you a concerned look. Your memory must have been delirious and infused with a controlling worm. You personally condemned him. Yeah, we did. At the Archives Court, you chose Mazurai's fate by sending him to fight in the arena. I did that because I didn't want him to die. I want to be able to recruit him. That brazen, ambitious, and woefully impertinent whelp, he was cast down from the Dracons of the Cabal, but earned the good graces of the Witches of the Fatal Thirst in his very first fight in the arena. He was invited to join their finest, the Bloodstained Proselytes. Some say he was involved in the death of their succubus, Tazara. If so, then Mazurai may be disappointed by his reception in the ranks of the cult. What is your connection to the arena of the Fatal Thirst? My servants harvest meat in the chasm and delivers it to the bloody performances. I improve it with augments and stimulants to make it interesting enough so the witches will enjoy killing it. Sometimes I indulge them with little treats, biomachines or beasts molded by my surgical genius. You must be the most powerful Jakari in the chasm, so you're merely the witch. Himaka smirks. Not just the chasm, the entire cabal of the Reaving Tempest depends on my augments and essences, which is how I secured the chasm as my domain. Here I never lack for subjects or spare parts. I see. Have you enough information, specimen? I must take my leave. Okay.
Follow my
So
lead.
he is like the secret boss villain of this area, but he's like more of the researching type. He's not the military arm. Yeah. All right, I think we have a pretty good party going. We're gonna get some fights going. I know we have a lot of customization and stuff going on, but it's badass. I think so. Basically, set up the Space Wolf to use variety attacks, right? Melee, pistol, get damage buffs, get more attacks or more damage if he charges into combat. Adira is set up so that she'll do AoE damage or chain damage to other people when she uses psychic ability. Cabela's a shit because she's literally a ninja. She flips and then jumps and does multiple melee attacks. It's really easy to kind of chain her attacks together if you position her right. So like if you do her flip attack and she's like behind two targets, so I'll attack two of them at once. Each time she gets a kill, I think she gets another move or another attack. So that's why it's like I always have her in my party. She's super good at melee. Pascal is pretty good as well, as far as like buffing and stuff like that. And I'm just keeping Irilette because she's kind of betrayed us, and now she's on the path to. And now she's on the path to like redemption. Basically, she owes us, and she knows she fucking owes us. You know, she knows she fucked up. But she didn't really betray us. She didn't know she was. It sounds so stupid, but she didn't know she was betraying us. She was in communication with that guy Mazarine, and she was trying to find out what happened to her people. And he basically just used her and manipulated her, right? And then it led to our unfortunate circumstance that we're in right now, where we're fucking kidnapped and shit. Okay, so now we're here. Mangled sector. We need to go here, right? No, the pit. Well, how do you get to the fucking? The mangled sector is not where we need to go. Oh, I think we have to go to the pit. Yeah, I think the pit is like the portal to enter the arenas. I think that was like the main reason why all the little crime boss survivors, kidnapped fucking humans were fighting over this area. Was because being able to have access to a portal to the pits. Because that's basically the only reason why these humans exist or aren't being, you know, tortured or being experimented on is they're used as gladiators for entertainment and to fight against some of the Jakari. Like that's their whole purpose there. Yeah, I want to try out the new Space Wolf. I want to see how he does. I want to get him like a power weapon. Did I give him chainsaw proficiency? I don't know if I did. I can always respec him later when we get back to my ship, but all right. This is a cool area though. This is definitely a cool like section. Wait, Leader's Throne.
Let us raise our cups at Fatar, in honor of deeds accomplished and in expectation of those yet to come.
Why do you call me Eightviter?
This is the name given on Fenris to a pack father, a commander or captain.
Oh, that's cool.
An Eittfatr answers to a Jarl, the commander of a great company. Since you are the one who commands your crew, and I follow you at present, I am granting you the honored title of Eittfatr.
Thank you for this honor.
Be worthy of it, and see that you do not disgrace this glorious rank.
Alright, so we could...
Fenris Hjoda.
I like that, that's cool. So he's a bro. Let's go talk to... Damn, we could talk to a bunch of people. Let's talk to Cabela really quick.
For we are thy blades, washed in blood and darkness. For we are thy wings, broken and featherless. when the crimson flood comes and the river of death flows. Guard us from weakness. Burn away the fear and despair that stain our soul.
You wish to speak to me?
You. That sounds so strange, considering how many me's were made. Can you be sure you are talking to the same woman you were close to? For all you know, you left her body lying there. And now, just when I need the blood-spun web the most, my family, my pillar, is so far away. I didn't notice it at first. This cold that cloaked my shoulders and has been weighing them down ever since we came to this dark city. The cold of solitude. Everything around me feels wrong, repulsive to my nature. But you don't feel this petrifying fear, do you? Your world and the world of the Xenos aren't all that different, are they? Both are full of duplicity and masks that cover fake aspirations and a hunger for pleasure.
Yeah, I won't hold it against you. You're tired and wounded. You're not thinking straight.
Are you, Domin? We're trapped in a waking nightmare that scorns all that is holy.
True.
How do I know that the Xenos rot hasn't poisoned you, too? Our bond, Domin. Our bond was a mistake. I can't pass this trial.
Wow.
Because my thoughts
Us,
are
nothing you said.
distracted by pointless worries. Whatever has stretched the thread between us, we must stop it. It blurs our reason, robs our thoughts of their cold clarity, makes us lose the path through the labyrinth. The Vizier told us.
Neither Kimura nor anything can change how I feel about you. I want to be with you. Do you understand? Your response hangs in the air, turning into uncomfortable pause. Camilla closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and finally breaks the silence first.
I must return to the labyrinth, perform the dance, spin new threads, remind myself of the blood-spun web.
The shadow with a
restore
gentle
my
smile.
spirit. I will make this journey by myself. I'm sorry, but I need some time alone, Domin.
Okay. She's fucked up. She's all the way fucked up. Okay, where's this portal? I think it's in front of the camp. Talk to the Space Marine later. So basically, she lost her faith. So she's like a zealot. She's a super zealot. She grew up in a assassin cult in the depths of my ship, on my capital ship. She's only lived on my capital ship, right? That's where her special clique or cult derives from, and their whole goal is to protect me, to protect the emperor, the rogue trader, the holder of the warrant of trade.
It's about time.
I should have just said nothing. I should have just like, alright, whatever. Where the fuck is this portal? To the what? Anatomical opera. Where do I go now? Hold on a second. Find a way to escape Kimura. Help Cassie. I still haven't found her. Win the arena. Cervantes is offering a patron to look out. The person who teaches less in the arena. Well, where the fuck is the arena? There was like a portal. There should be like a portal to the arena.
None shall stand in my way.
Is it over here? Or at least there was. There was like a portal to the arena.
successful.
And take whatever money we can. Yeah, these are cool. These are like the little, these are their spaceships. They pop out in space in these like crazy barges or whatever, and like speeder bikes. They're like the speeder bike you just saw. And hoverboards, and sick ass hoverboards like the Green Goblin. They have a really cool aesthetic, the Drukhari. I would say that they're my favorite like Xenos faction. I think they're the coolest. No, I don't need to go to the anatomical. Okay, is this it? There it is, right here. Like, now tell me, is that on the fucking...
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Wait, it teleported me here. What the fuck, dude? Like, what? Where's it? Where's the arena at again? Naval sector. Why can't there just be a fucking thing that shows me where I need to go? You know what I mean? Okay, so we teleported from here. The pit is there. Dude, we were literally just over there. Wait a second. Wait, no, we don't need to do that. Now it pops up. Like, so it wasn't showing. That's frustrating. Literally was looking for it, and then it pops up. Alright. Literally was the map. As soon as we came out, I was looking, it's like there was nothing there, and then it just randomly reappeared. Like, dude, come on.
Victory awaits.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save right here. And we're gonna start a fight off. We're gonna see how long this fight's gonna take. Let's see if we can get it on. Get it on. Yeah, lots of dialogue. So she's tripped out. So Cabello, she's lost her fucking mind. She's gonna go do her little rites and try to get herself right. But I wish I should put a mod or find a mod where you can do multiple romances. I always think that's cool. Like in Mass Effect, I always did that. I always like a romance Jack, the one that's like the psychic chick with the tattoos and the bald head, and the main chick. I forget what her name was. Miranda. Threshers of Woe, an exquisite strife awaits you. The bloodstained proselytes will face the sophisticated killers of the Cabal Poisonous Whisper, and the challengers who have already survived one fight in the arena will go up against flesh battle meat provided by the Cabal of Wounded Skies. Yeah, so their whole culture is based on like torture and violence, because all Eldars are like, something happened. I don't know if they made a deal or something in their technology, but they got the attention of a chaos god, and it's thirsting for their souls. So every Eldar, if they don't do certain rituals, when they die, no, I won't go, please. Exactly, forcing him to go. I'm a friend of the cult. Maybe we can. Exactly. That was the guy that betrayed us. He pretended to be a commissar and fucking betrayed us. Alright.
I'll wipe you from the face of the galaxy.
Alright, Lord Lazarus is gonna go here. Oh no, that's Irolet. Let's put Irolet here. I'm gonna cover. Do we want to do left flank or right flank? Right flank first. Keep him in the middle. Idira, we'll keep her right here. Brosip is gonna be. He takes up 4 things. We're gonna put him here. I'm gonna put Cabela right here because she's gonna jump in, and there we go. All right, so first things first, we have her. So we're gonna mark our prey. I'm gonna have her cover the left flank so this guy can't.
I understand your
rush us.
intent.
She's gonna get perfect shot.
If I must.
Oh, we're gonna do.
If it serves your cause.
So we're gonna put weaknesses on everybody.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
You kind of are. You kind of owe me. Okay. Adira. Okay, so first things first. We have lots of cool stuff now with her. I would say we do Word of the Emperor, so we get buffs.
Was that you? Or
Let's put a debuff on this guy. Okay, we're gonna move
Damn!
there.
What was the command again? Oh, right. Let's see what you can do.
You can also channel it with psychic information. Increases target's dodge and parry. I kind of can buff Cabela probably. I can't use any of my weapons right now, so let's buff Cabela. So she's gonna get better dodge and parry, and then that's it.
Prescience has failed me.
I might have. Yep, parry. Now, my boy's got some cool shit. Soldier gives a sign that they are about to open fire. The soldier and their allies will automatically dodge the soldier's next attack. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have this guy rush.
Cops play.
Excuse you? Why did you not just attack? Ooh, knocked him down. Let's go. So next attack caused prone, dude. So even if it was I didn't know that.
How the wolves succeed.
Knocked his ass down. So even if it's a pistol attack, you still get the prone. Prone is so OP in CRPGs. Prone and sleep. Always take them. Because we just now they lose a turn or more if they don't roll and are able to recover. Nice parry. All right, now we're gonna use Cabela. Select an ally. Until the end of combat, attacks made by the Blade Dancer against enemies who have already attacked that ally gain critical chance and crit damage. But does not stack. Alright, let's go there. Alright, I'm gonna jump. So,
as honor ordains. Caught by the web.
boom, multiple damage. Now we're gonna blade
My
dance.
whispers your name.
So we're getting multiple attacks just off that. We're also gonna do this. This
I
should kill
shall
him.
not let your soul
Well,
be
it's an added
purged.
bleed on him.
Trust me. Killing
Smoked
brings me
him.
no pleasure.
So anytime we have blood all around us, we get bonus attack or bonus damage. Is this guy still alive?
As
Okay, we're
honor
gonna go here.
ordains, let your soul be
Damage on
purged.
both. I love it. Alright, alright, we're gonna go there. That's fine for now. Now it's up to me. So dude, so many guys are already down. Okay, do I want to move over here? Yeah, I'm gonna move here. I think to the left flank. Then I'm gonna do pray.
Suits my purposes.
Then I'm also gonna do this. So if they push forward, they're gonna get attacked by a mine. That is part of the bounty hunter skill set. Okay. Then we're gonna go ahead and go burst.
Suits my
60%.
purposes.
Yeah, bonus damage damage against
Nowhere
Xenos.
to hide.
More than half damage. I'll take it. So
Not a
surefire.
problem
I forgot
for
to do
me.
surefire plan
Already
first.
done.
We're gonna go single shot. Love it, dude. Just kicking ass with that bolter. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and for my next,
Nothing
I'm
I
gonna reload.
can't do.
Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see the characters better. Sniper.
Aim for the heart next time.
Okay, now we have Pascal. Pascal's the shit. So we're gonna go
Running binary override.
enhanced targeting.
Request approved.
Okay. Then what I want to do is okay. I'm trying to see what I want to hit next.
Running
50%.
binary.
Arc rifle.
Not yet. Not by your hand.
All right, same with this chick. What kind of buffs can we do? What does this do? Okay.
This tedium is beneath me.
I think you can keep stacking these on people. Yeah, you can.
If I must.
I could take him out. We're gonna go ahead and just take
If
this
it
guy
serves
out.
your cause. Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Ooh, 109 damage. Ooh, she took a free shot. Okay, did not know that's a thing. Oh, now it's back to me. Why is it not letting me attack though? You know what, let's put another trap. Yeah, let's do that. Let's layer the trap so no matter where he moves, he's gonna get hit. And can I put prey? Add prey. So prey does give us bonus. Oh shit, hero left. Okay.
My heart sings with the thrill of battle. Ancestors guide me.
Sick. Let's keep marking people as prey, because even if they kill them, we get bonuses. Which is cool. So what does this do again? Hold on. Does anything enemy attempted radius has trailed. If the enemy kills his trail element, the bounty hunter gains an extra turn. Okay. So if we can start picking characters that we already. Oh, okay. I can't grab it. Okay. Now we have Adira again. So I want to try out her lightning ability because I picked certain perks that are supposed to. And it did! Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. I mean, we got a little bit of friendly fire, but that did massive damage. That is cool. Okay, yeah, so it's working. The build is working. It's coming together. Why is it not letting me attack,
Never
though?
wavered in the face of adversity.
Oh, because I don't... Dude, this is weird. I don't understand why my guy can't attack. Am I hurt or something? Okay. Let's have her move, have this... Oh, I wonder if I can just... No, enter portal. I think that's going to take us to...
Damn. What was the command again?
There we go. Shock damage. Let's go. Let's add some...
Will do.
Forewarning. Boom. A little bit damage.
High momentum
Alright, let's see what we can do with this guy.
By claw and fang, the foe will be torn asunder!
Go ahead, rush. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Alright, I think I'm gonna just rush and do melee damage.
So it shall be.
Not the best, but that's fine. Actually, let's do run and gun.
None can do better than a warrior of the All-Father.
65 burst. Great damage with his pistol. Okay, good to know. Extra turn.
So it shall be.
Again, amazing damage.
Cubs plenty.
Okay, so you can do... So when I do that hero thing... Dude, I'm just murking right now.
See how the wolf succeeds.
Oh, and then I can kick him, dude. I think we'll get the kill with the kick.
None
Watch.
can twine
Spartan kick.
runes out of your
Now,
bones.
why is my guy not able to attack shit right now? That's what I'm kind of confused on. Let's just run. This guy. Okay, so we need a portal to that sniper.
The fame-hungry come.
Not enough action points, okay. Is he gonna teleport? No.
Yield to me.
Barely took any damage. There's a sniper there as well. We're gonna send Cabela into the portal. Okay, hold on. Enter portal. Surprise, motherfucker. So let's go. We're gonna suffer hemorrhaging effect, so it's like a backstab. Which means now he's suffering bleed. And then we're gonna do multiple attacks. Beautiful.
Caught by the web.
Beautiful. And we're using that new blood attack. Okay, now I can attack again. I wonder, can I just shoot him from there? Probably not. I should just portal over. I'll go there. Might be able to shoot him from here, actually. Let me see. Oh yeah, we can. Okay, so let's go pray.
Suits my purposes.
And let's go burst, increase burst fire.
Nothing I
60%.
can't do.
Already added stacks of blood. You see the 3 stacks of blood, and that's from our backpack, which is awesome.
Already done.
Okay. Anything else I can do? Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and put trail. Oh, I can't? Okay.
A work for a flesh.
Yeah, I love how these dudes just automatically started out cheating, bro. They're just like they're on platforms sniping us where we can't reach them, you know what I mean? See if I can put an exploit on them. I can. Okay, what does it say? For the next attack against the target affected by exploit, the target especially and block will be reduced.
Your Messiah knows all,
Okay.
comprehends all.
No, out of range. Alright. Ear left. Let's move her up, see if we can get her to counter snipe. This game is beautiful too, like the color scheme and everything, like the aesthetic is awesome. Wait, what does this do? Alright, so I'm gonna do
I
that.
understand your intent.
I'm gonna do an aim dead-eye shot. There we go. Fucking A, man. Can I put a weakness on this guy? Dude, and this is on normal difficulty. This is on standard difficulty. Our party is just kicking ass, and especially Adira. Now that we added that. Can I make her come to me? I love that she does 64 shock damage, and then does another warp damage plus that's perplex, which perplex is what stuns them, which is awesome. So, I don't think we really need to do anything. Oh wait, what does this do? Yeah. Just keep them together. But I think that's...
Stop mocking me.
Okay. Let's send this dude into the warp. Or to the portal. Now let's go with... What does this do?
So shall it be.
Now we're gonna melee this guy, 100%. And he's dead.
Disgrace.
I think this is the second round of the fight. Ibis runs his fingers along the edge of his blade. Your former captives. You have a chance to rectify the mistake that made you forfeit the Archon's favor. Bloodstained proselyte. One of the witches lets out an Arabic laugh. I doubt Uramis will change her mind, and Sinisthora will surely not want to give up her new plaything. Mazar glances at the witches, his eye brimming with a sea of powerless rage. A moment later, he looks at you. His expression changed slightly, one brow arching as if he's trying to make some agonizing decision. I was told I would be facing untested warriors. Fighters, not the champions in the arena. Look at Mars and I. My offer still stands. Would you consider switching sides? Ilantok chokes, unable to continue. Ha, a fine jest. He is joking, yes? Ulfar catches your eye and the humor evaporates from his face. Troll balls, you're not joking. Kibula gasps in shock. How am I to protect you from the Xenos if you're welcoming the vilest of them into our honored retinue? Foolish Monkai, the former Dracon of the Reaving Tempest is a property of the cult, and only Succubi have the right. Mazurai, the tormented expression in Mazurai's eyes vanished, to be replaced with the malevolent resolve you have come to know. Your offer is accepted, Monkai. What did you say, you arrogant wretch? Oh yeah. Dude, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Even though me and this dude were enemies before and he did his dumbass shit, all this bullshit, I'll take him.
Die, human scum! Do not plead for swift death!
Okay, so we're gonna put Urilet here. Cabela's gonna be in the forefront because she's a melee. We're gonna put her here. We're gonna put Lord Lazarus. We're gonna put him behind cover. Our character, Lord Lazarus. Put him there. I'm gonna put Adira is gonna be just to the side, and then Brosif is gonna go right here behind Kibella. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna do exploit. Then we're gonna do that. Then I'm gonna do.
If it serves your cause.
So we're just stacking damage, and I also did penetration. Beautiful, dude. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna do this because if one of the two melee fighters up front, if they kill one of those guys, then we'll get a free turn, so we'll be able to snipe again.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
And my guy's a crime lord, right? Like my guy is literally, you know, he would negotiate. Like that's the whole thing.
Let's see what you can do.
All right, we're gonna try warp damage, and we're gonna try to leave them perplexed first. That's gonna be the first thing. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we want to buff all our allies first.
But of course.
Okay, Word of the Emperor. And then we're gonna do this. Hopefully it stuns them. No, okay, I can't use that yet. I'm gonna buff her so she has bonus. Oh, I can't. Okay. Let's put some
Anything is
debuffs on these people, and she's done. All right, now we have Brosif. So first thing we're gonna do What does this do? Our ability gains immediately against MP, 6%. Okay.
So
is this?
shall it be.
And then I'm gonna rush. This guy.
None can do this better than a war.
There we
Feel
go.
the icy bite of death.
Then we can do, I guess, burst. Oh! I shot Pascal on accident. I didn't even notice it went right there.
So each I will
Boom.
carve runes out of your bones.
That's awesome. Okay, now we're gonna flank around. We're gonna, yeah, we're gonna get behind him here. Can you imagine this just fucking 8-foot tall dude in like power armor? Just it sounds like a wolf. It just sneaks up behind you. He's like, just fucking.
Oblivion approaches.
And Marazai has some of the best dialogue I heard in the game. Oh yeah, we got this. You guys ain't got shit. Okay, so now it's my turn. I don't think I really need. Yeah, we're gonna. Oh no, we're gonna go for a deep flank right here.
I shall not fear.
All right. Got my trusty holy golden bolter. I'm also gonna do prey.
Suits my purposes.
I'm gonna do surefire plan.
Too easy.
I'm gonna do
Suits
burst.
my purposes.
I'm also gonna do penetrate or penetration rounds, and I'm gonna let it go. What I'm talking about, baby. Lighting shit the fuck up, dude. All right, now we're gonna go
Not a
here.
problem for me.
I'm also gonna do prey on anybody who's not. I'm gonna do prey on that guy. So as soon as he gets killed, hopefully I'll get a bonus turn. You know what? I'm also gonna do this.
Suits my purposes.
Okay, that ends my turn. Fuck, I could have won again. And didn't realize. Let's just go here. First things first, let's go with this.
My vow is to serve.
Now let's go with this. Let's go ahead and put a, because I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna try to use his arc strike. So we're just gonna use his gun. Beautiful.
Stinking sons of trolls!
All right. How do we move this skull to me?
Setting target
It's gonna stick with us, our character, our Lord Captain, and this guy. It's gonna keep us safe. Finish there. All right, Arrowlet is up. We're gonna do another debuff. Oh, did I? Oh, that was my free turn. Son of a bitch. Okay, never mind. I should have. Yeah, I gotta pay attention to how much I actually have at the bottom. All right, we're gonna let it off. Let's fucking go. All right, now I'm gonna hit
Suits my
95.
purposes.
All right, we're gonna reload because we're running low on ammo. Yeah, this thing is badass, dude. All right, so we're gonna go here. If somebody else kills one of my targets, go
Nothing
here.
I can't do.
Okay, so here's Erobev.
I will leave footprints of Scarlet.
First things first, we're gonna do this.
Trust me.
I'm gonna do this.
I shall not fail.
Let me educate you on the art of pain.
The blade whispers your name.
Very cool.
High momentum.
Okay, now
Pay with your blood in the name of Kaela Mensha Kane!
wait, is she gonna attack or what are we doing? Let's go here.
If it serves your
Fortune favors the swift.
Beautiful, dude. What? It went right through him. I don't know how that didn't get.
I am not your zenith pet.
Okay, so that's basically kind of like passing the turn when you do that, which is really cool. Attack of opportunities. Alright, so here's Adira. We're gonna move Adira up.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
Let's try the lightning strike. Let's just go for that guy.
What an unfortunate
So it does
turn.
bounce, but it's like minimal friendly damage, which is... Why does my guy have limited AP now? It's kind of weird. Alright, boys. Cannot attack. Okay. It's kind of weird.
Suits my purposes.
Maybe, oh, I think it only gives you a free turn, but it doesn't give you attacks, maybe? Is that what I'm misunderstanding?
On it.
Alright, we're just buffing right now.
This.
Okay. We are here.
Our foes reek of cowardice. Wolves reign!
Let's go with melee.
My hand is
Remember, we
thunder.
want to use
My strike is ruin!
we want to use to switch it up, or the attack diversity or whatever. A finale as bloody as it is disappointing. The pathetic amateurs who were wrongfully proclaimed champions of the arena have been brought down at the hands of unworthy challengers, impale the failures, and glory to the victor. So that's us. We won. That was smooth, dude. That was smooth. Like, just stacking abilities, giving people extra turns, putting a lot of like debuffs, a lot of like exploits on people. Get out, Monkey, and tell Cervantes that he will pay for this insult. Mission accomplished, guys. So hopefully that guy's gonna get. Mazurai shakes the blood off his blade and turns to you, battle fury still blazing in his eyes. A moment later, his lips twist into a smile. Well, now, one can only marvel at the fickle turns of fate, Rogue Trader. Raises her weapon, uncontained rage flashed in her eyes. I will do what the Ilantok did not have the courage to do. Ah, cousin, you have inexplicably managed to earn the forgiveness of the one you betrayed and pushed into Kamora's embrace, and you intend to go against his will by killing me? Your lauded Asurani restraint is failing you, much as it has before. Yurlet hesitates for a moment and shrinks under the mocking gaze of the Drakari. So, Monkey, Mazurai looks at you with a strange expression as if struggling to comprehend what was just inspired. You really are intent on escaping from the chasm, aren't you? Bold ambitions for arena meet. Call me Monkey one more time and this partnership is over. Well, Xenos, are you ready to serve me wholeheartedly and discharge your debt? I have no desire to die if the Spectres are immune. They will take us to the chasm now. Let us talk somewhere quiet. The Shrieker's Den will do. Yes, we have much to discuss. I will head there now. Do not make me wait. Mazurai is Drakari, Dracon of the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest. Mazurai does not use human weapons and can wear Drakari armor, but deals strength-based damage to Mazurai himself and inflicts the bleed effect on him. While Mazurai is bleeding, he gains +3 resolve, and he also can obtain other bonuses as his power grows. Mazurai is also an assassin who have a unique parameter called lethality, whose value can change over the course of combat, and it's equal to the assassin's dodge or dodge reduction. Assassins have a keystone ability called Seek the Opening, which allows them to see their enemy's weakness. If the assassin attacks a target from a side that has an opening, the attack will be particularly effective and deal additional damage equal to 10% of the target's maximum wounds.
I won't tolerate
You
weakness.
interrupted my thoughts.
Alright, let's go ahead and take all the loot. So what do we have here? Basic armor. Hexfire rifle. That's actually pretty cool. Oh shit. Oh, it's a Deadeye attack though. It doesn't give me burst. Burst is what we want because I can do hella damage. Whoa, we got a dude's head, Commissar's head. The head of the cunning Commissar contained many insidious plans. That's pretty dark, man. So we sent him and they automatically killed him. If we would have sent that snake dude, the snake like gang leader dude, he might have turned on us and made the fight more difficult. Yeah, hex rifle. Which is funny because like I got one of those and I've never used it because, you know, I'm not using Deadeye. Ooh, Kabalite Venom Blade. Venomous Slash. That's cool. That'll definitely be good for the Drukhari character. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call the episode there. Great fight, dude. Got leveled up. Our party's got great synergy right now. Our Holy Bolter that we have right here, this gold and black Holy Bolter, is badass against, obviously, against Xenos, doing crazy damage. I've got my gold custom plasma pistol on my hip, and then I've got this other bolter for our dual build. I haven't been using the dual build. I should have, because I just realized that. But I was using this bolter because it gives us bonus damage against Xenos. But I'll go back to using the duals, so we'll burst with our bolt pistol as our main, and then do plasma bolt attacks after. Appreciate you guys for checking out the VOD or the stream on Kick. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think of the fights. If you have questions about lore or whatever. Appreciate you guys checking out my stream and the channel. And I'll see you guys soon for some more Rogue Trader.